Hey frog and fragrance lovers, welcome back. It's Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance Show talking about another beauty. And today it's none other than Barkhane. I think that's how you're saying it, Barkhane. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say it in French, but this is from the house of Teo Cabenel. This is a wonderful French house if you don't know about them. They're doing really nice things. Their fragrances are light and wearable and playful, and you generally pretty well respected, and I'm excited to get the word out on this one. Now, this one is their woodiest fragrance of the bunch. This is their cedar vetiver kind of fragrance, and it's still really likable. It still has this mass appealing, almost cologne type of quality to it, but then it's such a light, wearable, almost playful cedar, again vetiver type of fragrance, and that's what this fragrance smells like. There are some more interesting notes, but I'm gonna leave it to you. If you want to read the notes, I'm going to leave a link down below if you want to read about those. But guys, I think that this one will be likable to you. I've actually let some ladies smell this one, and some ladies actually have told me that this is a woody fragrance that they would actually enjoy wearing on themselves. Now, is it a dainty, playful, transparent, molecule-like woody fragrance? Not really. It's actually, quite the woody fragrance, but for some reason there's a mass appealing quality about this one with the ingredients that they've used in this fragrance. They've just been able to pull it off and make a fragrance that actually smells pretty mass appealing and pretty easy to wear. So kudos to you, Teo Cabenel, for pulling off that magic. Is this a little bit linear? I do think it is. This fragrance kind of feels like it doesn't have much of an opening and much of a dry down. It kind of feels like it all blends together to one accord. Some people like that, but that does add to the complement factor with this fragrance, which we'll talk about later. But when a fragrance does feel like it's all very well blended, or sometimes even linear, for some reason, the average person on the street, the average person who's not familiar with fragrances, actually likes that the fragrance doesn't dramatically change and confuse or bewilder or do something really weird on their skin. If they actually like the fragrance to be consistent. So, nice fragrance. Again, one of the most mass appealing and easy to wear woody fragrances. This is also a very versatile woody fragrance. I think you could wear this all year long, 24/7, even in the summer. I don't know if I would wear it, put on a bundle spray or put on 10 or 20 sprays of this in the summer heat. But you could get away with this even in the summer if you were indoors, but maybe spray a little bit less. But it is a fragrance that feels more comfortably in the fall and the spring, in my personal opinion. Solid fragrance though, respectable, and Teo Cabenel, I think that this fragrance, even though it's not the most artistic and maybe not the most creative, I like what they're doing, because we'll talk about the price and the value and what this brand can do for you later in the video. So performance-wise, this fragrance will give you about 8 hours. On some people's skin, I suspect that it could give you 7 to 9 hours, but on my skin, about 8 hours. Projection was actually about average, and sillage was slightly above average. You might be expecting really strong performance here, and that's maybe what you would expect from a niche fragrance. But again, we'll talk about the price and the value later on. It's actually quite a good value for this fragrance, even though the performance isn't crazy. This fragrance has a sensibility about it, everyday sensibility, perfect for the office, perfect for going to the grocery shopping, doing errands, and all that kind of stuff. It has that kind of performance to it, and that's quite respectable. So again, average projection, maybe slightly above average sillage, and about maybe 8 hours, depending on your skin, of longevity. So getting into that complement factor, again, this is a vetiver cedary fragrance. It's kind of grown up, it's kind of woody, but it's kind of cologne wearable. It has a mass appealing vibe and energy about it. And honestly, me getting, as a gentleman, getting closer to 30, this fragrance actually got me a lot more attention than I thought. I didn't get lots of compliments, but I did get respect and a lot of attention with this fragrance. I was surprised about that, honestly, because I thought this fragrance wasn't as likable. I thought it was nice, and it's decent, and it's not as it doesn't excite me too much as a niche fragrance. But I didn't think it would even get me that much attention, compliment factor wise. But guys, it can work for you. It can work magic. It does have some incensey qualities underneath it, which add a little bit of sensuality, almost like a musk. But again, for some reason, this has a gentlemanly vibe, but like a soft-spoken, an easygoing, a approachable gentleman, and maybe a very respectable gentleman. And that, I think, does charm. That can be a little bit charming. Maybe you know you have a fatherly aura about you, maybe with this fragrance. So that's not a bad thing. And this fragrance here, quite nice. So my final thoughts: this fragrance, again, it sounded like it had some low points, but again, why I tried to, you know, encourage you and bring the fragrance up a little bit is because of the value of what you're getting from this brand. The value from Teo Cabenel is outstanding. Most of their fragrances are around the $110 range. I think this one is around that $110, $120 range. And they're 100 mils, their eau de parfum concentration. The bottles are pretty. They come from a French house that I like. Their website is well put together. Again, their presentation, and you know, I usually don't focus on the presentation and the bottles and all that put together, but when a brand comes together and their website's on point, their bottles are on point, their presentation, their people, the owners, the business owners and the people there are friendly, and the price is good for what you're getting. Again, around that 110 or 120 or so. I think some of them might creep up to 150, but for 100 mils and for fragrances that are somewhat creative and wearable and likable and French, I don't know. To me, this is a brand that has a lot of good things going for it, and I would give them a try. Seriously, try out a few samples. To me, my personal opinion, this is a good one, but it's not my favorite. If you are asking for my personal recommendations, Oh La La, Je ne sais quoi, and the one that's the most popular from the house, of course, Cafe Cabanel, is the gourmand one that everybody talks about. So, guys, I hope that you do explore this house, get the word out on it, try out this French house. And you know, some French houses are kind of focused on French tradition. This is a little bit more of a modernist house, and they are making their fragrances a little bit more mass appealing and using more modern aroma chemicals. And I think that they've done it right. I think the price is good, and everything they've got going on is quite the they've just, I mean, they've made just go to their website. Again, I have it linked down below. I think you'll be surprised at how good everything looks and how polished it is. And it's one of those brands that you look at it and it makes you want to become a part of the community. It makes you want to become a part of the environment and have that emotion and become a part of that. I guess almost like a movement. To me, Teo Cabenel captured that, and I connect with them for some reason. So, anyways, guys, one of these days I'll be getting Je ne sais quoi and probably Oh La La as well. Solid fragrances from the house, guys, and solid fragrance, Barkhane. I'll see everybody. Hope that you like my review today. Let me know in the comment section below. Does this fragrance house sound interesting? Do you like how this fragrance sounds? Do you like French perfumery? Have you ever tried French perfumery? And let's get that conversation started down below. I'll see you in the next video, guys. I put out a video just about every day, so come on back and see what I've got going on. And if you did really like what you saw here, and if you watched to the end of the video, you're probably a fan. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Ladies and gents, everybody's welcome here, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everybody, and bye.